Alright, we're on the second episode of this multi-generational colony. Flavor's just vibing right now. I'm not sped up or anything. Nor made any cuts. Except the introduction, which I was practicing for a tiny bit. But the idea, we're going to progress about 45 days. During that, we're just going to keep Flavor alive. Make some more colonists, recruit them in. The pepper harvest is also here, so we can get that. So that'll make food production a bit better, because we're still only on pemmican and meat. So now I can actually create his own meals. Along with the honey will be soon. Will be done soon into the transport pod crash. I don't know if I want to use any people from this race because it just seemed kind of overpowered. We're gonna ignore her. But yeah, plan is to progress at least 45 days this episode, making us have a whole year be completed. Flavor would be 17 at that point. In that time, we should hopefully have gotten another colonist. If not, then that'd be fairly unlucky. Foggy sandstorm, which we can actually deal with. I'll accept this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I got this thing that looks terrible for recording. What? While you're recording, and I'll see you guys later on when we actually have something going on. Just checking in. We just finished research for double strain, which we're not going to focus on selling at the moment because we just don't have the planting power for it. Nor do I think it's a resource I'm going to use far in the future until later on, because I'm going to wait for an animal guard that has a black harpies to spawn in naturally, which they do in bowgirl forests, and a material that you can harvest from them, which is their feathers, is relatively powerful, but it actually has a decent cost for what it is, making it, I would say, still pretty strong, but more balanced than other materials that a mod creator can make when they don't compensate for the costs. Alright, we're about to have our ideological, our advent of Neolithic, which requires drums, so we're gonna make some real quick. One to play another. We're gonna kill one animal. The elks have been multiplying pretty fast. Have them run over there quickly. And have them kill one of the elks. Eventually I'll get a carnivore on the map, which can start dealing with the population, because it's kind of getting out of hand. We're just gonna have Flavor attack this one. Hopefully without suffering any injury. On a later date, when I get more colonists, controlling the population of herbivores like this will be much more easily. Or easier because we can just kill all the females and leave them alone. Which is what I should have done right there, is targeted one of the female ones to somewhat slow down their reproduction or multiplication of their species. We'll have Flavor do that. And I have a drum. Put this in here. Now you can have our advent of Neolithic, which might be crappy because it's just him by himself. Yeah, not ideal. Can't do much for it though. Alright, we're getting our first cotton harvest underway. There's a baby elk that went mad and decided to attack Flavor while he was farming, so that's where a dead body just happens to be over there. But plenty of cotton down, which will be pretty good for the whole not having any other way to make materials. Oh, make any bed worlds without it at all. Unless you want to hunt animals, but that can be pretty time consuming. So cotton can just be a fairly nice convenience. Growing season's about to end as well because, well, 6th of September, and that's what's going on right now. Or Septober, because they mix in 3 months at once. So flare occurred, but that doesn't affect us in the slightest. Alright, so we just finished another research, not one that's super important, but we got arcane facilities, so we're now going to start researching that, which will let us make some spells, basic level for Flavor at least, which he could use, because the heal spell do a lot during combat, because he can use it in the middle of it to heal himself from some wounds he's suffered without having to take a break, and it can be pretty important to use on other people as well. There are also classes that have a heal spell that's enhanced, or can be enhanced. Arcane mages don't have that, sadly enough, but there are spells made for arcane mages that can be relatively powerful, depending on the scenario. But that's in the future, so don't worry about it for now. Okay, so we got a Manhunter pack. It's not a lot, so just have him run to the house, and Flavor wakes up, which is going to be another 6 hours. You can just take care of him by just walking on top of them. The threat just kind of doesn't exist for him because, once again, he's just too strong for him to really do anything to him. So wait for him to wake up, then you can kill them. They are slightly annoying, though. And our plants are dying because the growing season's no longer here. Which also fixes the issue of this. Just these herbivores destroying ecosystems over here. Once it's winter, grass doesn't grow anymore, so they just start disappearing by themselves and dying out. Without me doing anything. They either leave the map, or they get hungry enough to start hunting other herbivores, which typically means they kill themselves too. We're gonna Flavor to finish up his meals. We'll also take this deserter quest, which will first Flavor to actually... I have her stand right here. And when this gets done, you go out there and fight them. We have Paspro, which looks like it's their name. It Flavor got hit somehow. That's annoying. That's the raid royalties. That's the royalties. Got it. Please hit him now. Thank you. It's only one person, but he does have a Goliath hammer, or Goliath siege hammer, which is an industrial level melee weapon. So they are a bit stronger, and he's on Luciferium as well. Not ideal. He's a bit stronger now. Not strong enough to really be that much of a threat, but still stronger. His melee does suck. We did take in Crosspro, who's a Harmaniac and Fisherman. This thing did not rot, so we'll keep it around. We'll have them work together here. Oh, actually, Flavor could do it solo. But there's one thing I do want to check between them. Alright, she can stay. Well, I would ideally want to alien humans work too. So we're gonna let them get close and Flavor actually protect this person. And we'll make a room for her and everything. Or let her in a tent for the time being. That might finish him off. It does not. We're gonna have her shoot him or miss terribly. Okay, that's perfect. Got his hammer, which does 100% extra sharp damage, but these don't do sharp damage, so that's actually useless. But we'll check melee DPS to see if it's better or not. It's actually worse armor penetration wise and DPS wise, but that's because our knife also has an infusion that makes it have a shorter melee cooldown by a decent amount. But because I don't want that adding wolf onto the map by a significant amount, we're going to actually deal with it by destroying it or having her do it for us. And while that's going on, Flavor's going to go over here and strip it up. Get her name. Let's see. Confederacy of the Burning Will. And let's say Smoky Cave. That's a pretty nice name. Once again, Flavor's going to strip her, him, and she's going to destroy the axe, the hammer for us. And now since there's this, we're going to loot some of this stuff. This is outerwear. Put this on, put that on. We'll leave that outside. We'll leave that as well. And we'll also haul in that. And we'll deal for jobs right now before we leave. Chicken doctor as well, but well, yeah, we'll let them both doctor. Childcare could be that. She has decent social, so we can make her a priest or leader in the future. Probably priest. And she can't really do anything else. So I'll just give her with the jobs that are industrial, which is our ideology, gives boost you in anyway. So when she is doing them, it does help slightly. We're also let her research at the same priority as Flavor, so they can have more chances to talk when she's not in jail. Which, in case you're curious, we are putting her in jail. Because, I do need to convert her. Since she did come from the Royals, she has their ideology. So we're gonna have them haul that stuff up. Let this guy just, well, die. Have her stand right here. And you can arrest her. Oh, wait. Good moment. Make the bed first. It's also better quality than yours, so now you're really nice. Now arrest her. Yeah. Now we can convert and then recruit her. We have her gun for now, which has ammo in it. Her Imperial Insignia isn't useful anymore, so we can destroy it in the future, or just right now. And I'll be back when she's either recruited, which that'll be kind of sad if I'm back when she's recruited, because that means we had almost nothing happen, or converted. She does have quite a bit of resistance, but since she was in the faction earlier, or what she joined us technically, which she technically still is in our faction, if we just convert her, we can let her out and she'll be in the faction still. Or well, you'll see. So, I'm gonna be back later on then. A quick little check-in. We are currently researching cultivation after finishing... what was the word? Arcane or magical fundamentals. Which, these plants are important because the Panamashnia bush lets us plant a fruit, which allows us to make serum, which serum is used to make mana potions and stamina potions. Mana is a resource that's very hard to get, or after you use it, it takes a very long time to get back. That's why I'm not having to abuse his magic at all times, because it's hard for him to get it back. Mana potions can help facilitate that, but they're also addictive as a weakness. And parasite bushes allow you to get, well, I actually don't have any of it yet, but I'll explain it later on when I have it done, if I do need a parasite darn bush. But they create unrefined magicite, which you can get from just mining rocks, but very rarely. This is a way to get them without having to mine every rock on your map, because you'll run out eventually. Especially on this map, we don't have much to actually use here. And when you do run out, you kind of have to use those plants, or you have to buy it, which can cost a lot more from traders, because they just abuse you with it. But you can't plant too many of them, because there's a soft cap for each one you plant, eventually it starts decreasing the mana regeneration of your mages, which is not ideal. And lastly, mash Panama is basically the byproduct of mashing this into serum. It's just kind of a food product. You can have it. It's vegetarian. It's just food. Doesn't cost a lot. Nutrition is not very good, but it's a little bit extra, and it's nice to have. While considering recruiting her into the colony and converting her ideology, I was looking at her bio and I realized that I kind of ignored Pyromaniac a bit too much, especially when her skills aren't that impressive. While it's nice to have someone with a nice compatibility of flavor, it's also not really worth having someone who's sometimes a detriment to the colony, especially when the whole base is made of wood, so we're going to make an effort to release her right now. And afterward, force her out of the colony. She'll survive because she has enough stuff, but we're just gonna get out of here. Peace out, Prosperdo. And we got another quest for this person who's a refugee. It's a dude, so sorry, friend. We just finished the research for something miscellaneous because I finished it. Was it cultivation research fairly 2 to 3 days ago? And we're researching something that we had to get through anyway in order to find this one, which is my set we're signing, which lets us make mana potions which can be used by anyone, and they give fairly decent benefits. And since they count as a medical drug, most people are accepting towards it, especially our ideology, which if our categories were medical or less severe, then this would be something we could actually use to enhance battle strength. Standard potions don't have the same benefit. Not everyone can really use them the same. So that's a bit sad, but it is there. If we ever get a might class that needs stamina, then we give this to them, and they get 500 stamina temporarily, which means they can abuse their skills for a little bit. before, you know, it has its drawbacks. Oh, other than being laboratory. Alright, so this is our second major threat of the episode, but it's more like a minor threat. It is roaming monstrosities, which we have a chicken wolf and a chicken rabbit, which I actually want to check what their benefits are. This one's legendary too. The chicken rabbit, it looks like incredible metabolism with a high reproduction rate because it's a bird hybrid. While on the other hand, the chicken wolf, same qualities, they just happen to eat different slightly. Chicken wolf might help more fighting than the rabbit. The rabbit looked like it was made for meat and making eggs. So I have Flavor, who's cloud watching right now. Deal with him when I get close to him. You shouldn't have to use any magic on this. It should be a fairly easy job. They are both like they're both high ranking for their hybrids, because that was Masterwork Chicken Wolf, and this one's Legendary Chicken Rabbit, which I would obviously want to keep around because it probably produces eggs fairly regularly. Yeah, 90 eggs per year. There's only 60 days in a year. In Rimworld at least, so that's egg every 1.5 day, every half a day, I would say. Every 75% of a day, more like that, there we go. Okay, well, it has greater scaria, and it's also dying from hypothermia, because avian hybrids aren't very good at handling temperature. Just like in real life, birds are going to migrate to places where it's typically warmer when it gets super cold. Not all birds, but some of them will. And we're just going to leave their dead corpses out there because we don't really care about them. Not very eventful, but it happened. I'm just waiting for a raid, actually. Or get anyone captured who can actually be useful. Because right now we're just going through the motions. Because, I mean, we're on day 32, and almost nothing's really happened. Except some research in progress, which I always will take. We're probably going to destroy this thing's body. It's making a mess around the base. Okay, coming back in. I just remembered that I was actually going to set off to this area here, Outposts, with Flavor, after our next major threat, which it did just occur, so we are sending Flavor out there now, with a TP, some of these, and let's just say all the pemmican. Place from the Pervian. I do want to pick up these meals too. And like that, he should be ready. And he's leaving. We'll be back when the quest is being dealt with and we get the Silinks for Flavor. Alright, there's a Manhunter pack, but we're also just not here, so the Manhunter pack is more like just benefiting us. In addition to that, it's air fleet, so whatever does come here to raid us in the future, we'll have to deal with these. And they explode when they die. So, they might not even make it to our base at that point. And the herbivores have started decreasing. Most of the elks are disappearing or just leaving the map because they can't find food. Same for the ice fairies that were here earlier. We don't have any carnivores yet, which is a bit of an issue, but actually we do. 2 otters, but they aren't big enough to fight against these over here. Or this. And on the map, we're about halfway there. It's taken Flavor quite a while because he has a bunch of stuff on him. He'll be there eventually. Once he does make it here, it's enough for our trip all the way down to this ancient ruins, which popped up while we're on the way, which I do plan on exploring after Flavor's done with the royal thing up here. Another progress check. Flavor just had a mental breakdown while on the caravan because got a bit sad because he only had solitary recreation. No one else was there with him, so he just eventually caved in and now he's sad wandering. So now the caravan's first stopped for a little bit, hindering our plans for the time being, but he'll come back to his senses eventually. Okay, we're actually approaching the royal camp. Flavor broke down on the way. Manor pack happened, he discovered ancient ruins, but now it's time. He can do the thing, and we'll be outie. Okay, I thought he broke down as soon as he got in. Oh, his record said 0. He's not happy. Okay, it's only one person guarding it, and oh, that person actually has a class. It's a cleric though, so I thought they were doing something to us, but they didn't. Luckily, I'm gonna jump onto him and try to and there. Oh, healed himself just like cleric would, and he should be taken out right now. Don't know how much healing he has, but he's not be taken out. He's not getting himself taken out easily. Hopefully, just kill him or just something. Okay. Pack survivor meals and some go juice. Since he died, we now technically own this place. We can use for our own bidding. Okay. And that's not fairly useful to us. It looks like it's just a brain, so it works as anything else would work. Doesn't seem to change much about the animal itself. Hopefully we'll go over here. Hallucinogen tea, which you can give this one, make them hallucinate, makes them feel better for a little bit. Feather dust joints, basically like neural joints, but looks like a slightly different effect. A decayed something, I'm not going to explain what it is. I'm not going to look at that part because I don't need to. Surrogate liver. Surrogate limbs are worse than normal limbs, I believe. Yeah. Okay, I am curious, so... Okay, ill. Never mind. And here's what we actually came here for. Which was the Psylink Neuroformers, which we're going to use both of them. To get flavor of his Psylink abilities. He got Water Skip and Mystic Guiding Light, and that's pretty much it. Now I do feel bad for Flavor, so I'm going to let him do some recreation right here. Well, actually, he could do some recreation with Chemical. Nah, do the sleep. He's going to sit here for a little bit and meditate, which counts as solitary recreation. Not what I wanted him to do. Now, this is a bit risky, but this would count as chemical consumption, but he could get addicted. So the hope is he doesn't. I'm gonna make a silent, his focus, psi focus 0%. Have him drink some go juice, and if he doesn't get addicted, that would just be really good. Okay, we got lucky there. And it's for 24 hours, so he's kind of just ready to do anything. We're gonna set the base and go over here, and I'll be back when we're actually over there. Check out everything we can that's useful. Take the go juice. And we can just leave everything else, we don't need it. Yeah, we won't. Alright, so we got a Wanderer join, but I checked this gender and it was male, and once again, that is just not ideal. I'm gonna postpone it because I don't want to ruin Flavor's mood, because even if he's not here, he'll sense that he rejected someone. So we're just gonna let it decay naturally. Okay, we made it to the ancient ruins, and wait, where am I looking at? Should I feel like I'm missing something. Wait, hold on. Let me look at this. I'm at it right now. There's an issue. I don't see the ancient dangers. Okay, I'm out of dev mode. Oh, there it is. Never mind, I see it now. I'm an idiot. Almost dev mode just to look for something else right there. While this is fairly dangerous, we can just... Oh, it's just insectoids. Oddies deploy. Strongbox, which we have to open naturally. And mature. And these guys are wandering. We're gonna see if they want to attack us. And it doesn't look like they want to. So I will attempt to use a magic missile. Oh, not close enough to see it. I will attempt to use a magic missile on... I don't want to piss off the... Okay, they got pissed off. We gotta fight him now. Hopefully he doesn't get any injuries, because that would just kind of ruin this for us. This doesn't seem like it would be the only ancient danger, so I am going to dev mode temporarily just to remove drawing of fog to see any ancient dangers that may not be visible. Okay, there is one that was invisible, and it's over here, but I don't know. Doesn't feel like the game is giving us the chance to actually get to that one naturally, so... I might just cheat it a little bit. Alright. That's all I want to know. The rest I'll just do that. I'll do it legitimately. Flavor's fairly strong and this should be pretty good melee combat for him. These insects are taking hella damage. Yeah, go for that one. Good job. Trying to waste the least amount of mana as humanly possible. His Goju's War Out, which is probably keep enough for getting hit. But he still has a 90% dodge chance plus his parry chance, which is also going to help him out here. If he does fail a dodge roll, but parry roll can happen next, which he'll probably succeed in. This makes him look invincible, but other people who are closer to his melee level would also dodge to this degree, and they can also parry his attacks if they get lucky. And it's hard for him to parry them. Okay, that he got hit, but his armor saved him there. This thing is nearly dead. Okay, cool. Gonna open this up. Go in here. Gonna actually equip this by first, because it's actually really nice to have. He's gonna open the Hermetic Crate. Open the Hermetic Crate. Greater Blood Rune. We're gonna leave it alone. With this, we're gonna put this right here. Which is destroying that right now, but we're gonna hit this. Half of them are friendly, the other half are mean. We're gonna focus on helping them take out these guys. And all these Mega Scarabs just are running away, so we can ignore them. We don't kill them, but I hope these guys don't shoot us on accident either. Well, we want to just steal their gear if we're lucky. She's not going down. She's high on Goju's, that's why. This lady is terrible at shooting, but she has Crypto Sickness and a bad back, meaning that her manipulation is only 30%. So any shot on the flavor is probably lucky. Okay. The turret's not helping us out here. Abby just refuses to go down, dude. Okay, she went down. She didn't actually lose her gear. We're gonna steal that because the Secret Service gear is actually fairly nice to have. And okay, that's a bit lucky. I was just betting on her to, you know, give us free gear, but this is just great. We're gonna have Flavor keep his tribal wear, but he's gonna put on this gear that this lady just dropped for us. Yep, lady. Now Flavor's a bit stronger now. He doesn't have an actual helmet, which is one of the only issues I really have. In case you're wondering why those half of them won attacks and the other half didn't, it's just Ancients as a faction are dependent on, well, what their past is telling them. These Ancients recognize that we're not enemies, and these ones think the war is still going on, so they went to attack us immediately. And others who didn't, you know, have the same drive. Not sure what tells them that other Ancients aren't friendly, because they all were buried at the same time, but it is what it is. We're going to ignore that. This is pretty successful, because we got ourselves, well, Marine armor. Besides Flavor's head, that's the only part of him that could actually take some damage. He wants to rest, but not right now, Flavor. After this. Okay, more insectoids. We're gonna hold the door. Actually, we're gonna walk back one, so only one can attack us at a time. Okay, that's not what I want you to do. Put the turret right here. He didn't get to put it down. He can beat the insectoids by himself, though, to be fair. He should be fine. We're gonna give this his time to happen. Empty infusers, destroy them. Glitter Ward Medicine, which I will want and take with us. And Hermetic Crate, which I also want to open up. These could be dangerous, but Flavor should be able to teleport before anything super bad happens. Now some Mega Scarabs, or Mega Spiders actually. Which really has just been really good melee training for Flavor, despite the fact that he's not getting much experience, because there's a maximum limit you can learn in one day. So that's much slower progress, but still progression, none the wiser. Because of Burning Passion, he'll just get a lot of experience by just doing it anyway. Okay, it's the last one. Flavor only got hit once, I believe. Nope, a second time, but we can tend to his wounds immediately. If I had a heal spell, he would use that in this occasion. Very close. It's the last one. And then we can just let them die out. Okay. We're gonna deal with this. Or open this up first. Attack proof for Cataphract armor. Tend to your wounds, Flavor. I thought we're gonna keep this alive because I actually don't need to destroy it. Oh, let me actually. Tell him to ignore so he doesn't attack it. So he just eats his pemmican. Okay, good. Pick up this. Pick up. Actually, pick up this, and pick up this. Now, the last thing I even do is use the last deployable turret gun he has. Right here. Didn't want to work. Last one right here. Must need more space. There you go. Help destroy this hive because it's pretty fixated on it. Just 2 hives, actually. Alright. One of them are friendly, but that one's not friendly, and she has green armor, so we're gonna jump to her and attack her immediately. Until it's hold its fire, and then on hold, so it can help out somewhere. Oh my god. This chick's about a gun. Okay, she has like 1 shooting. She might be fine. We can probably take this one out for too late. Yeah, there we go. Lucky for us. She had whiskey. There we go. She tried running away. Not gonna let that happen. This guy does not seem to be doing too well. Well, neither of them do. I would leave him, but we can technically strip people who are not up and doing too well. So we're doing that right now. We're gonna take his marine boots because we do not have a pair of them yet. And after that, now that we have a full set of marine armor except a helmet, we can leave fairly nicely without any worry. We are going to take the fairy dust to speed us up a bit. And there's one last thing I do want to check, is we can rescue Abigail. Wait, we're going to check Abigail's skills. Burning Passion for animals, artistic, and mining. She has 3 things that we could actually use, and steady hands, making her a decent medic. Well, she doesn't need medical, but we can train her in shooting. And a cat person. Now we're going to walk over to her, socialize, go into dev mode, check compatibility like I have done before, and we'll see how well Abigail likes us. Yep, not good compatibility. We can leave her to die. Never mind. I don't care anymore. Shadowing. Do not know what that does. Increases heat. Okay. She does have hyperweave gear, which I am inclined to steal from her. So, sorry about this. And then we can go onto the map, and we can leave at any time. To get back home, and that'll be the end of this. Actually, let's check her. A Kimp Punk. If you played League before, it's basically based on Kimp tanks and Kimp barons, how they have, you know, their stuff. This person has relatively decent skills that we could use. We went from the caravan just to see if this person would be worth recruiting. Where is she? Right here. Half flavor and salt. And then we'll check to see if she's worth keeping. Nah. Okay. Well, it's always nice to check. Flutter's mass is getting to a pretty high degree, but that's okay. He'll survive. Take all this industrial ammo. Never mind. Take what you need, not anything extra. And this should do it. We're gonna leave behind any extra we don't need. Still a cob we can leave behind. We can make a new weapon if we need a melee weapon for someone. And now it'll take Flavor 5 days to get back home because of the sheer amount of stuff he has on him. It's not helping at all. Tying fairy dust for a while, which will help us out though. Alright, I'll see you guys when we're... Oh yeah, I forgot we postponed that. Okay, reject it now. Flare's fully healed. And I'll be back when Flavor's back, or something happens in the middle. Okay, so I had to abandon quite a bit of equipment because Flavor could not carry it on his own. So now that stuff is gone, but I can deal with that. Because you're curious what we threw away. We threw away some Glitter World medicine. We threw off the deployable turret. And finally, some extra food items we just had that we didn't need, like the insect jelly, which typically, at this difficulty, just turns into giving your colonists free food poisoning. Okay, unluckily, while Flavor's on the map still, he's currently getting raided by the Clumsy Sword Treaty, which is the Savage Tribe, the Ideology Like Magic, or Bushido, and Supremacists. There also, apparently looks like, Esotericism. I see. Well, because we can't really defend our home, it's probably just gonna get burned down. Yeah, it's just gonna... Yep, there it is. Just gonna fuck with me, I guess. Stole tomatoes, put our house on fire. How many peppers did you steal? How many? Not that many, actually, like 75. 54, actually. The hope is the fire gets taken out by water, but we might just lose the whole house and have to rebuild it. And now things are coming to our house, invading and eating everything! Okay, that sucks. A bit of a setback, but gotta deal with it, I guess. Okay, amidst the fire, a quest for a refugee came in, and we're gonna have him just immediately take care of the fire. We don't even care about who he is. Just take care of the fire. Help us out here. Like, if you help us take out the fire, then you can stay in the colony. So we gonna do that. And now the house is some... Oh yes, he has construction skill as well. To help us rebuild the base from what we lost. We didn't lose a ton, but we lost a pressure table, or wooden ridge swing. Luckily, our food supply... He came in at just basically the perfect moment. And okay, that we're stealing our food. Okay, I don't necessarily blame him for not getting the animals out, because that'd be awkward to deal with. But he should probably... He needs more wood. Okay, friend. Take care of that pine tree over there. Then take care of this pine tree too. And for now on, you're doing some plant cutting, because you gotta do it, or else we're gonna lose our food stock. Because more animals are gonna come in there and just steal our stuff. Oh, what just... Oh, a bear hunted it. Why did you... Dude, I hate this guy. Chop this wood. Then work on that. Work on it. No sleeping until you work on it and finish it off. Oh my god, dude. He is useless. He saved the base, kinda, but is also letting our food go away. The flavor is here to already kind of be dealt with by this point. Okay. Next is pick up this gun, and you're gonna start shooting at this. Run away. Just get outside the house. Good job, good job. Okay, now kill the moose that's also in the house, currently speaking. Just want to flee. Keep shooting. The bear got up, but it's fleeing. Okay, he dealt with both stuff. Drop the SMG. Sleep in this room for now. when Flavor's here, he'll fix stuff up. Okay, so the house isn't repaired completely, but the damage is being managed. We're cutting down some wood, cutting down some trees, putting the wood in here, and well, now it's time to kind of deal with our refugee. Well, he's technically our savior, and we should be thankful for that. I also never really wanted him either, so we're gonna make him do something not really fair, which is fight an Arctic track by using his own fist. Which, if he survives, I'll let him stay for 11 days, but if he doesn't, I'm letting him die out, and that's it. He also has hypothermia, so yeah, he'll die. For some reason, he's thought, oh, the Shadow Aura is helping him. He might win on accident. I'll let him stay for 11 days, make him die from hypothermia. Because I never wanted to keep him around to begin with. He just happened to get lucky. He can't actually beat it with just his fist, can he? Oh, watch this. Hold on. I mean, he's about to get a level up in his melee, so he might. Now he has more melee dodge and hit chance. Second wind. Oh, now he's down again. Still 50% chance to dodge. He's destroyed his tail and upped his rate from this Halibo. He could have died any other. He beat it by himself. I don't know how you pull that off. Well, if you feel like doing that for us, then take these guys out too, then. Play eating a meal. Gonna wash the bone tub. Then probably use the bathroom in there too. These guys are attacking, not immediately actually. We're gonna let Flavor do his recreation. We don't care about this guy, and I know it's terrible to make him die like this after all the badassery and just the saving he's done with the colony, technically speaking, especially progress-wise. I don't want him. Like, it just ain't worth it. I feel like people will be pissed off if I let him die still, though. His childhood is early resleeving, so technically he should have a thing in him. Let me look for it. Hold on. He should technically have a critical stack, and the fact he doesn't have one is actually pretty weird. So if he does die, we can bring him back, and yeah, I'm willing to do that. Right before he dies, let's just look here. Okay, let's have some gender binger mojo going on, potentially. Kind of weird for the 31-year-old man to be bitten in the body of an 18-year-old girl in the future, potentially speaking. But that's what's gonna happen, Rob. George's gonna go out there and have his romantic moment with Philippus, where he gets angry and shouts no, and then murders all three of these guys in cold blood as revenge. And he'll say it's too late for him to live, but he has a critical stack, so just put him in a new body later on. That's what I'm gonna use as, you know, lure for having him die. And not making it terrible. This guy's not getting away, by the way. You could offer in now for all. Take him out. I guess the savior of the colony, technically speaking. You gotta make him die. And good job. We'll leave him to die. Our friend's a free mind. He wouldn't mind being put in a new body. Or care about gender and age. He even tells Flavor this, so it's not even weirder. So now Flavor can leave him to die, and it's okay. Sad death for this refugee who saved the colony, technically, but it is what it is. We'll carry him close to the base and then bury his body. About right here. And this will be memoriam towards him. And it's no. You got him to die. I'm sorry. I know. It's the prison room now. No longer his bed. Leave him. Leave him. Good boy. All right, bro. Sorry. It is what it is. I can't. It's just not useful when you're a guy. Like if you're a chick, it'd be like a completely different story. Leave him there. He'll die out. His card will stack, so when he wakes up, he'll be something. Definitely be something. Hunt that thing already. There you go. He'll be something. Not his whatever he is, but something he'll be. Alright. I'm gonna end the episode here. It's day 36, and I know it's gonna do 15 days worth of progression. Nope. I was planning on 45, but we'll say 15. 30 is good enough, because I'm still getting the hang of this new editing style, and I hope I'm able to make more, was it transitional progressions, or segments through the run. Because last run I felt like I said a couple words repeatedly too much to give myself some help while I was editing. But now I think I'm a bit more comfortable, and I think I did a better job here. But I do think I did make some mistakes, so next episode will definitely go up to day 75. I think the new minimum is now 30 days since the introduction did take up half the episode last time. So I wanted to give more days so we actually, compensated for that. I might do episodes where it's 45 and 60, but that's if I'm like really motivated to play for a long time. And I think I burn myself out in RimWorld when I play for a bit too long. So we're gonna end off here. Flavor, can you hold all the bones in? And the furs too? There we go. Kind of being cringe. We're also gonna give Flavor some of this fairy dust. It's not addictive as long as he doesn't, use it all the time. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys tomorrow, most likely.
The sun will rise and will